Hi everybody, it's Diane here with a journal she made for herself. It's traveler's notebook size with 10 papers, which makes 40 pages front and back. I put tucks on the sides here and then sew it all the way around to, catch those. And mainly why I did this, if anybody recalls, months ago, I pointed out I have a bunch of postage stamps that were mine as a child, had been in an album I took out. I never did do anything with them. I don't know. I still don't know what to do with them. This is what we're doing. And yeah, I guess this paper's okay. I don't know. No, I was looking for cover paper. I forgot I had this. How perfect, right? Okay, so let's decorate pages with stamps. Why not? That's what we're doing. I do have more than this, but these are the ones that were more interesting. There were a couple, yeah, really old ones here. 2 cents and 1 cent. Let's put those on the first page then. And I could just do that. But I kind of thought, I had a little paper with just to dress it up a little. I mean, I intend to write in this someday. So I'm not trying to cover a page with a collage. Although, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Well, it dawned on me once I was kind of started this. I do have a lot of stamp stuff. I've got faux stamps I've made. I have a lot of real postage stamps. I have stamp catalogs. I have stamp washi tape, which I did pull out. So I probably should make a postage stamp journal. That's not bad. And try to sell it, shouldn't I? I don't know. I might. I don't know. I mean, I've been making journals quite a long time now, if anyone's been paying attention. And they're a lot of work. They're a lot of work. You don't get the money back on them if they sell. In my case, they don't very often, so I'm stuck with them. You've heard all this before. So I don't know. I could make more like notebooks that are smaller. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, I don't know about that. What I do know is we're doing this. All right, that's nice. Okay. Well, should we cover up this was part of a large envelope. This flap is right here, is glued. That better stay down forever. Oh, I have this too. It's actually a playing card. Isn't that cool? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It did cross my mind to make it a tuck. I may do that. So I might just hang on to it and see if I need it as a tuck at some point. Well, it looks like that's the longest stamp there is. Is this longer? It's the same. Well, all right, in that case, it doesn't matter. We'll have to put paper under it, put a couple against it anyway. Well, what about this? I had a few with flags on it. We have 4 cents, 5 cents, and 6 cents. Are there any with 73 cents? No. Actually, too, I have a whole baggie of, no, of US flag type postage. I don't know what to do with that either. I almost thought you should. Yeah, not me. Do almost like a, collage a box lid or something like that. It'd be kind of cool. But I haven't done anything with that yet either. I don't really have a box lid that needs collaging. And if anybody cares, it's pretty darn cold here today. I didn't look recently, but last I looked, it was like 19 degrees. Although really, honestly, this is, you won't see, you won't see this for quite a while. I know I say that all the time, but for the first week of January, that's really not too bad. Yeah, we're forcing or something here. Yeah, because you're trying to cover up that word. That's not too bad. Better. Okay, that's fine. Okay, or do we want to do like this? That's fine. Okay, why not? I don't plan to, as many of you know, I have those cancellation postmarks, rubber stamps. These are postmarked already, and since I'm planning on writing in here, I'm not going to add that. I don't think. I could change my mind on that too. That's an odd postmark, isn't it? I think so. Well, what's going on? Anybody starting any great projects for January? I know there's that January junk journal thing. I thought about doing that. I did. But I don't know. Every single day, which, you don't have to. You can catch up. You can do a couple on a day and skip a day. I know all that, but I don't know. For the first of the year, this sounded like quite a big commitment to me. Have you watched any of those videos? I've seen a few of other people doing it. And I will say, call me dumb. Go ahead. I didn't quite get it. Like the prompts, like the first one was cover. Well, okay, make your cover. And then I think the second one was envelope. And I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but I was thinking, oh, well, are you supposed to be more like constructing a journal, not writing, working in a journal? Well, no. Diane, would you shut up and just glue some stamps down? Okay. Yeah, maybe she could handle that. I don't know. All right, that's kind of cool. Now, when all said and done with this, I mean, like done writing everything, I might go back and maybe add a border or something too. I don't know. Well, that matches very well. The That's baseball, okay, in case you can't see that. It's nice too. U.S. homemakers. That's kind of cute. It's supposed to look like a, you know, needlework, I think. Well, I don't have anything else that's sporty. National Park Services. Oh, well, we know when this stamp came out then, 1966. All right, I kind of like that. Do we like it by itself, or do we want a little color? A little green. Not that shade of green. Closer. Too pale. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, I don't know. Let's just see. Well, that's kind of neat. I like that. Okay. Is it straight? Not quite. That's better. So you're really going to do every page and make us watch every page, Diane? Yeah. Well, I thought about filming the construction part of the journal, but I've done that years ago. Everyone else does it. You don't need to see that. And there's nothing, the way I did it, there was not much to show anyway. I did do a 5-hole stitch, if anybody cares. Okay. Should we do the opposite this way? Yeah, that's fine. That's a little crooked too. Well, considering this is the first week of January, I have to start putting away my Christmas stuff. That's thrilling. And I am very diligent. I like individually wrap my ornaments. I have a lot of candles, that kind of thing. They all get wrapped individually. My mom told me when I was very little and they took the Christmas tree down, I would cry. Isn't that sweet? Okay, that's pretty cool. Do I have a towel handy? Yeah, getting gluey here. All right. Maybe something down here then for this side. Well, we have American music. That would match nicely. That's nice. Should we do the same idea with possibly pale blue? Not bad. Is that too dark? Erie Canal. This stamp came out in '67. It's kind of a cool design, don't you think? I do. No. What is this one? General Federation of Women's Clubs. Wow. Oh, yeah, actually, that matches nicely. I never belonged to a women's club. I don't even know if my town has one. The last town I lived in did, but I didn't join. Okay, why not? It's gotta fold. Oh, naturally. Just a minute. That was part of an envelope. Okay. It's interesting too when I was kind of sorting through these subject matters for postage stamps. Most of the old ones, they're more like commemorating statehood or something like that, or history, something in history. They don't do that so much anymore. And now it's what, The Simpsons. Okay. So if you had, excuse me, if you had a bunch of postage stamps, how would you use them? Or would you even just save them? Put them in an album or something like that. Okay. Or do you have a bunch of postage stamps? All right, that's kind of nice. Okay. How long is this taking? Uh, I can't read that. 18 minutes, I think. All right, let's do one more. And I'll do the rest by myself and come back and let you see the pages, I mean. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. This is a divider, you know, notebook divider. Those make nice pages because they're kind of, it's not real cardstock, but it's a lot thicker than paper. I think those are nice. For that, that's kind of nice. You put one in the middle. We haven't done that, have we? The middle part. Now there is a movie I have not quoted yet. It's The Journey of Natty Gann. It's one of the more modern movies I've quoted. Wow, Diane, we're so impressed. That's nice. Just a little tiny bit of brown. That's too dark. I should just say like this glue paper I'm using as part of an old bag. I think that's too dark too. Okay, something with that. This one, and then I'll sign off for a bit here. Not bad. And I left the holes because the page was, paper was a little short, so Actually, I think that's fine. Do we need a touch of black on this other side? No. Maybe. I'll see. Okay, I'm gonna come back and do a flip through and you can see the pages. Okay, hang on. Okay, folks, I'm back to the conclusion of this exciting video. I know this wasn't much to watch, but that's what I was doing today. Okay, it's finished. I didn't put anything on the cover. I may add a label at some point, I don't know. I added a couple stamps on the front pocket here. These first few pages you already saw. I'm not sure where we kicked in. Yeah, I remember doing this with you guys. So now here, are you getting, it's kind of like opposite? Clever. Most of the editions are scrapbook paper. The slips. This is washi tape here. Punch some snowflakes for obvious reasons. I did sew in that card. Not easy to do in a bound book. It's doable. I did it with one try, but you know, you have to do it beforehand. These are neat. That's C.M. Russell, Charles Russell, and Frederick Remington. Very famous Western artists. I like both of them very much. I have Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Is that cool? This is scrapbook paper here. I did fussy cut, well, edge cut pines and that. Thought it matched nicely. This is paint. I could not find dark green paper to meet my type A needs, and there was paint right there, so we painted. This is a tuck to, I was going to use this paper as background, and this is what it was, you know, in my scrap box, and I just thought instead of cutting it, let's just use it. It's pretty. And then Shakespeare, and that's actual Shakespeare behind him. Two more on this pocket too. You know, I was thinking if you have stamps and want to try something like this, you know, this would be a great starting point for a glue book. Like go with, this is Kansas statehood, Kansas, or sunflowers, or summery stuff, Christmas, you know, woodsy, cabin, nature. You know, they're great sort of prompts, if you will. You can also take, say like this, if you were more into drawing and that, all right, now paint and draw these flowers coming out, maybe another bird. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I intend to just write in here, Diane, you're so boring. Yeah, well. All right, well, speaking of boring, I hope you didn't fall asleep during this video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a good day.